What's going on, everyone? Jesse here from Old City Sports Network. Flyers Alley, Delco Dive, Center Ice, the works. Also, still media credentialed through the Flyers, which, still cool. Just wanted to kind of throw some words down since everybody else is. I had said some things earlier on Twitter, our Facebook group, social media in general. Just talking about the Chuck Fletcher thing. Yeah, Chuck Fletcher's gone. Danny B's the interim GM of the Flyers, which I get that. That's great. You guys got to remember one thing, though. If this was something that they were really focused on and they really cared about, don't you think that they would have fired him and put Danny B in there before the trade deadline so him and Torts could kind of figure out the right thing to do here? Instead of what it looks like is they let him figure out what he would do for the trade deadline, and then after it was done and over with and they all came back together and decided that he fucked up, yeah, that's what it looks like. So he's that person, and Hockey Ops is open. I have said on Twitter, I think Lindy Snyder is the perfect person to be slotted in for Hockey Ops. Getting a Snyder back in the franchise is exactly what the city needs. The city needs a soul, and it needs a pulse again. And I think getting someone that kind of knows how to do that and has been asked to do that by the franchise numerous occasions, getting her in there is the right thing to do. When it comes to these things, you have to understand that it is a business and such, but at the same time, like our team has been handcuffed by people that don't care, and Comcast, it is what it is. It's a business and they want to do that. But at the end of the day, this Danny B thing doesn't move the needle as much as everybody else does. If you've noticed that the other night they slotted in Elliot Deonay and Tyson Forrester, in every shape and form are not the two that should have came up. If you were trying to do anything that was benefiting the team, don't you think you should have brought up Jackson Cates and probably, Wyatt Wiley? They're trying to sell more tickets. That was a ticket run. That was trying to sell tickets, trying to put people in the seats. I get it. Makes sense. But you guys have to understand that too. This Danny Breier thing is exactly the same thing. Danny Breier, slotting him in there is basically them trying to get people to come and come to Flyers games again, thinking that it's going to move the needle. It's not going to move the needle. It's not going to move the needle. Everybody that's been GM for the past, I don't know how long, getting these former Flyers, it's okay. It is what it is. They're not the ones pulling the strings. It's the guys up top. It's the chairman. It's all the vice president of this and that. It's the former Flyers that are up there pulling the strings and making the decisions. And that's where you have to start. You have to start with Dave Scott. You have to start with Comcast. This is cool. It's awesome. Danny B's a legend, 100%, not taking anything from him. But you guys have to realize that this is another thing that they're trying to do to get people in the seats. And that's fine, but then when they get in the seats and nothing happens, it's the same shit that's been going on. The same thing happened with Gritty. Was it a failing culture? What did they do? Pulled out Gritty. There you go. That's your answer. So just my opinion. I think it's good, or I wouldn't put it out here, but everybody has their own thing. Flyers Alley, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Guys, check it out. We'll be talking about it. The OCSN landline will be on. You guys can call in. You can do what you want. And I know there's people out there that don't want to hear what I'm saying, but it is what it is. I have social media just like you guys do. But everybody have a great weekend. It's raining, but whatever. We play the Penguins tomorrow, so hopefully we get a win out of that. Cheers, everybody. Have a great weekend.